So this presentation is for my field experience for the fall of 2019 for class EDLD 5223. So for my field experience, I went to Conner Middle School, which is located in McGee, Arkansas, and I talked to Assistant Principal Jerome Pace. So the first question I asked him was, what tool do you use to observe teachers in your building to determine their effectiveness? And he replied with TEST. TEST stands for Teacher Excellence and Support System. The reason he uses TEST is because it's mandated by the district, and TEST is just a rubric that he follows. Also, he replied with EdReflect because EdReflect houses the documentation, the observations, the artifacts, and the ratings that he finds using tests. And that way the teachers can see them and it's all online. What are TEST's strengths? Teachers who want to grow can. They just follow the steps in the rubric. So another strength is that TEST is already created, so administrators are not starting from scratch, and also it's uniform throughout the districts in the state of Arkansas. Additionally, he said that all observers must attend a training before doing the walkthroughs that are required of TEST, so he said that that was another strength as well, because everyone is on the same page. He said that because TEST is a rubric, it removes all bias through the observations and makes it fair for all of the teachers. Then we talked about TEST's weaknesses. The first one is the lack of time. And what he said is that you have to have one-on-one observations with each teacher, and then you have to house it in EdReflect. So he said that that's very time-consuming when you have multiple teachers in the district. He also said that the formal observations are simpler than the informal because the formal observations, you know what to expect. You get to experience a whole lesson. And whereas the informals do not show the whole lesson. He just pops in for a couple of minutes. And because of that, sometimes he has to find time to have conversations after that because he didn't get to see everything he was looking for. He said that they're not as accurate as the formal observations because it's just a window. You're just getting a snippet of what's actually going on in that lesson. Then we talked about what does the tool meet its intended objectives. He said that yes, it does. He also said that he's going to help if you want help because TEST is very laid out, and if you want to grow, it's laid out that you can be successful in that. He also said that it does meet its objectives because it gives all principals an unbiased way to evaluate teachers on a level or fair ground, because it's a detailed rubric to follow, and it's very explicitly detailed. It tells exactly what a principal should be looking for in each teacher. What can be improved about TEST? Making it more user-friendly or easier to use, he said. Also to condense it, because again, the time option or the time issue is what was the main concern. But he said that they have done a good job revising it every year since he started using it, and it's significantly better now than when he started. How do you collaborate with faculty to develop professional growth and improvement plans? Do you use the results from previous or current years? He said that teachers create their own professional growth plans in EdReflect. He suggests the path that they choose. He may suggest that they work on their pedagogy or their classroom management. He said that he also offers professional development based on their PGP goals, and then he monitors for attainability. So if he sees that someone has uploaded a PGP goal that is not attainable, then he will have a conversation with them and revise that plan so that it is something that can be accomplished. Also, in his office, conversations are teacher guided, whereas he just asks few questions just for clarification, and then he gives some suggestions when needed. And then he also said that the PGP goals are created from data from previous years. Also, the professional learning communities are something that they use every week. Every week, teachers meet in PLCs. These PLCs have vertical alignment and horizontal alignment. Sometimes they're working with teachers in their grade level. Other times they're working with teachers above and below their grade level so that they know where the gaps are and how to fill them. He said that current data and strategies are discussed in these PLCs, and they're used to determine if improvement goals are being met at that time. All right, this is what we discussed during my field experience, and I learned quite a bit. Thank you.